What's going on, gang? I just checked out the brand new remake of The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, which is currently available on Hulu. If you're dreading another lifeless remake, don't worry. 2025's Hand That Rocks the Cradle isn't quite that, despite how painfully bland the opening is. Seriously, the first 20 minutes or so of the film are so dry that even the house, where most of the movie takes place, ends up feeling like a metaphor for my experience. Cold, open, and kind of colorless. The original film had a cozy suburban family in it. Like, oh yeah, I've met people like this. I'm related to people like this. I am people like this. But the new version comes nowhere close to nailing that vibe. There's a disconnect early on, like the movie's trying to update the formula but hasn't figured out how to make you care about the cast yet, or relate to. Lucky enough, if you stick through it, things start to click. The story does eventually carve out its own voice, and by the third act, it's doing something genuinely different. And frankly, the payoff is way more satisfying than I would have expected. And honestly, it feels like the movie earns your viewing by going down a very different path than the original. There's something of a mystery element to this movie that I did not expect, but completely appreciated. One big change that stood out, there's no Ernie Hudson character in this, which, yeah, is probably a smart decision in 2025. Instead, they reworked some of the dynamics to have the babysitter character have a subtle bisexual subplot, and it adds an intriguing layer of seduction and control that actually fits the movie's themes quite well. It's still an uneven ride. That cold, detached cinematography doesn't help, and the first act really kills the momentum before it can even start, but once it finds its rhythm, it's genuinely rewarding. If you're expecting a beat-for-beat remake, this is definitely not that. You're going to be thrown off. But is that the worst thing? Because if you're open to something that builds on the original in its own weird, modern way, it's actually worth sticking around for. The subduction, I've got a secret element really helped misdirect the crowd. I gave the film a 3.1 out of 5. I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Have you seen The Hand That Rocks the Cradle? Do you prefer the original? I still prefer the original, but this is worth a watch at the very least.